I'm standing at the head of a line of CVRTs, and this is going to be a wonderful example of the variety that you can have off a single family of chassis. And I'm going to start off here with this Stryker, the anti-tank missile version. But just point out really quick, one of the things they did here at Oshawa last year was they found the former crewmen of these vehicles by serial number, and they flew them out here for a Gulf War reenactment. It's a little bit green for the Gulf War, but there we have it. So the CVRT is the Combat Vehicle Reconnaissance Track. A lot of folks will call it a light tank. It's not really. And the Stryker is the version that has the swing fire anti-tank missile system. They're back here to fire them these 5 or 6 missiles. Quick count: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, I'm a tanker. I can still count, and I didn't even reference my fingers. The launchers will come up to about a 45-degree angle, and the swing fire anti-tank missile will be launched upwards before coming back down again. Now, one of the neat features about this, though, is that this means that the entire vehicle can fire its missile from behind cover. And because the swing fire can be controlled remotely, this means that all there is to let you know that there's something out there is maybe you can see a flash of optic from the launch system, and then finally the missile is coming at you. Very nasty little thing. Of course, now being replaced by Javelin, which is even better. It's fire and forget. Come back down to the FE101. This is the original, shall we say, of the Scorpion family. It is Scorpion, 76mm gun, 3-inch. Originally had a Jaguar engine, eventually got updated to a diesel. Very light ground pressure. In the Falklands War, they sent a couple of these, they sent a couple of Scimitars, and they sent a Samson recovery vehicle. This thing was going over the top of bogs that people were sinking into. Lets you know just how light and fast these things are. So we keep on going past another Scorpion, and this brings us to the Scimitar. Now, we saw the Sabre elsewhere. One of the big giveaways is the coaxial machine gun does not have the bracket. The turret is also a different shape. This one's a little bit more angular than the Sabre turret. 30mm Rodden cannon fires in 3-round clips. Actually, clips that have to be loaded. There's a little loading tray. 2 clips can be loaded at once. You hand crank them into position. And the 3-round clips are stored everywhere around inside. But I've always been of the personal opinion this is one of the best reconnaissance vehicles ever made. It is small, it is fast, the 30mm got enough punch to get you out of trouble. It's not really a light tank, not designed to stand and fight, but it can be used for fire support if you wanted it to. Next one down the line, Samson. Everything in the family begins with S. And this is your recovery vehicle. You can use this tow bar, can be converted into an A-frame to use it as a crane. It's not a very flexible crane, but it's good enough to lift the weights if you want to change torsion bars, you want to pull an engine, things like that. And finally, at the end here, we got ourselves a Spartan. It's simply the armored personnel carrier, sort of in between the M114 and the M113 of the US service. A couple of troops, very cramped in the back, but again, light enough to keep up with the other CVRTs. Other vehicles in the family include the Sultan, which is the command version, and the Samaritan, which is the ambulance, based heavily off of the same APC chassis. So that's it, the Scorpion family.